Hi guys, welcome back. Happy New Year. I thought I might go with a, a little theme today. It's Throwback Thursday, and I've got a bunch of miscellaneous uh, papers, that, the end of the paper pad, and I just am trying to use them up, and I was reminded of this little beauty, um, that I used to make a ton of these back in the day. Gosh, it's been probably 20 years. But you just need two pieces of 12 by 12, and these would be great to have in your stash for a little gift. You could put photos in it. You could put, oh gosh, I'd probably put inspirational thoughts or song lyrics or whatever. But there's two pieces of cardstock, some glue, scoring or measuring ruler, and some. In fact, I haven't even used. You could use chipboard, but I used the backing from the 12 by 12 pad, and yeah, just a cute little whatever little booklet, to be used for whatever you want. It's got top pockets. This one I've just tucked a few pieces in. I haven't completely decorated it because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be using it for, but it's got 3 side pockets and 4 top pockets, and just has a simple ribbon closure. So this is what we're going to be trying, attempting today, to use up some more of my paper scraps. So easy peasy, guys. You're gonna be if you've made them, you know how easy it is. If you haven't, I think you'll be surprised at how easy it is. You're gonna need two 12 by 12. I've used a double-sided cardstock. You don't really have to, but then you don't really have to worry about it. As you fold it, I believe only one side shows, so you don't really need double-sided. I am going to take this and I am going to score. Where did I put my scoring tool? Right in front of me. I'm going to score this at 3, and I want to score this very carefully because on the last one I went through, and luckily it was where I was going to cut it anyway, but I'm going to score at 3, and I'm going to score at 9, and then I'm going to rotate it and score at 6. Then I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to score at 3, and I'm going to score at 9. Oops, make sure that stayed in, yeah. And then I'm going to rotate it. Is that right? Yes, and score at 6. Okay, now remembering you want to fold away from from the valley. Okay, so you fold to the mountain. So I'm just going to look at this, and I'm going to fold away from the valley to the mountain. Because we flipped it, there should be mountains here, which there are, so we're going to fold away and fold away. Okay, now we're going to open it and find this is a valley, so we want to fold toward the mountain, fold away, and then we're going to fold these. Is that right? Yeah, toward the mountain. Second guessing myself here. And it's a foggy day still. Most of it's burned off, but I have some really bad lighting in here, so I'm hoping I can see to cut through this. What we want to do now is cut from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here, which will be like an M when we're finished. So let me see if I can, if I lift that up, it's a little easier for me to see that I'm on the right mark. So I'm just going to cut that, come over here. Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing that. Let's see. Okay, I only want to go from this score line here. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this around and do this one here. And I need to make sure I'm on the right mark. I cannot see it very well. Looks like it's on that little S, so that'll help me. You could draw this out with a pencil. Want to go from that score line down, and now we have an M. So now you need to decide, well, I guess we should have decided before, but because we want to score away to the mountains, this seems like you will just want to fold this up the way it goes, but you actually want to do the opposite. Like so. And you're just folding it and following. Well, some of them will be on the folds the right way. You know, it's kind of a fold toward the mountain, away from the valley when you can. But sometimes they don't line up exactly right. You can see, and I think a lot of that is your scoreboard or your cutting. It's not really that big of a deal. I wanted this on the outside because I want these to be the pages. There's more writing room here, and if I turn this around this way, I think, well, you'll see we want to do some pockets and things in here. So we just can't kind of want to look at it. So if we put this in the covers before we glue these pages together, this happens. Okay, so I kind of want to look at it and decide where I want those pockets. This is going to be attached to the cover. This is going to be attached to the cover. So as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking instead of having, let's see, there's 3 side pockets. So let's just go ahead and start there. So there's a side pocket. We've glued the top. Here's another side pocket. We just want to glue the top. And we'll make sure there's no seepage or it'll glue the other pages together. Okay. So then we have this one. We just want to glue the bottom. Okay, I'm trying to make this harder than it is, okay? 2 tops, 1 bottom, and that makes your side pockets. Okay, then the rest of them, got a little bit of glue, we want to make top loading pockets. So this one, to make it top loading, we'll have to glue 2 sides. And you know what, like I said, you don't have to use glue. You could use staples, you could use tape, you could use, you know, whatever works for you. You could sew it. Okay, let's see. So that's, then we've got this one here. We want to do side and bottom. There we go. And I'm just, you know, squeezing it back together. And then if some glue comes out, I will get that. There's a little bit right here. Mostly this is going to be attached to the covers. Okay, so we've got another top one here. And I hope you guys can see, I'm making this way more complicated than it actually is. But basically you just want to close up wherever, you know, if you're going to make a top pocket, you want to close up wherever the tag is going to slip out. So you need a stopper on the bottom and you need something on the side here. I forgot to lay my glue down. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now we've got everything together, and these are all pages. I want to make sure none of them are stuck together like that. And these two. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. We're going to do our covers. So here's my other sheet. I've got 2 pieces of the backing from the paper pad. These are cut 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I want to make the wraparound piece for that. 4 by 4 I think should do it, because that gives us, is that right? If it's 3 1/4, no, I better do 4 1/4. Okay, so 4 1/4 and 4 1/4, and we're not even using 2 whole sheets. So whatever you have left over, you can use to fill and decorate your little booklet. So because I have the yellow pages on the inside, I want to use these for the cover. So I will wrap them and then decide which one I like better. So let's see. I'm going to use a little bit of glue here. And this probably would work better if I brushed it on, but it would take me a little bit longer. So I'm glad I went with the 1 inch bigger, because then I've got like a 1/2 inch on either side to wrap. Okay. Got this one. And I think my sister-in-law and I made probably 100 of these back in the day. I know she used them as a little takeaway gift for a mother-daughter banquet. And yeah, we just made a ton of these. Okay, so now we want to clip the corners here. And I'm going to leave a little bit there, probably 1/8 of an inch. This chipboard, backing board, whatever you want to call it, is not that thick. It's like cereal box weight. So it's, you know, not as crucial to leave 1/8 of an inch. Probably a 1/16 of an inch would do. But I don't want any of that showing. And if you ever cut it too short, just take one of these little pieces of paper. Well, you probably wouldn't want that one, but something that is going to match the outside, so probably would want the blue. And stick it on the corner here like this, and then wrap, and you won't have that gray board showing. So, alright, so I want to just pre-fold these so it knows where it's going. And then we will glue these. I'm going to do the opposite sides. And the reason I did it slick side down was because it has an easier time for this trim attaching to the texture of the gray side. It wouldn't matter if it was white on both sides. You might just have to hold it a little bit longer. Now on these, this is another thing that's really not as crucial, but I always fold this piece down just to make a nice corner. Really important if you have a thicker chipboard you're using, just so you don't have a point sticking out or anything like that. And then wrap that around. This paper was so pretty. I want to say this is a Bo Bunny Guinevere or Genevieve or something like that. I don't know. I threw away the thing already. But when I bought it, I thought it was a collection, and what I ended up with was 24 sheets of one design. So I'll have to watch that from now on, pay more attention, because I've been trying to use this up ever since. I get bored real easily, and I like to always use something new and different. Okay, so there we go. There's the one. Let's do this one real quick. Doesn't matter which two sides you start with, since it's square. I usually will start with the long sides if I'm doing a rectangle, but there again, just fold those pieces in, do them all at the same time. And trying not to get it to come out so quick, but every once in a while it gets globby. Then I'm got it oozing everywhere. Okay, there we go. That one does stay down where I put you. Okay, so I think I like this one better for the cover. I like that. And then this will go this way on the back. So I've got some words here. Let's see. What can I put there? I've got a blank space right here. Maybe capture the moment would go there. I'm just going to ink a little bit here. Okay, I think I'm just going to stick that right there. Yeah. I may come back and put something else, maybe a couple of pearls or something. We'll see. Okay, so I want to take, this is going to be the cover, so I'm going to put it this way. And then, is there writing on this one? No. Okay. Well, I mean, there is now because I put it on there, but this one looks like it has writing, and it goes this way. So I'm going to put this about a ½ inch apart, and you'll notice that the ribbon on this one is a little loose, and that's because I haven't filled it with anything. I mean, there's a couple of tickets, or I'm sorry, tags and journal cards in here, but it's not full of goodies. If you put photos or notes or whatever decorations on those pages, this would bulk up a little bit, and so that's why I've done a ½ inch. So I'm going to add a piece of ribbon here. Oops, stay lined up. And I'm just going to go through the middle. And let's see, what do I want to use on this one? I think I'll just use this grosgrain ribbon, and I need about 2 feet. I'd rather have a little extra than not enough. And just cut in the corner. Let me get this stuff out of here. All right, so let's try this one more time. We're going to line that up 1/2 inch apart. And fold this in the middle. Like so. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of tape. This is medical tape. I get it like this for $1. It collects dust no matter what I do, but I'm just for a little extra security, I want to tape that down. We're going to glue the innards on there, so it's not going to matter. Okay, so now I'm just going to double check none of these pockets or pages are attached. Again, this one is. Let me rub that off a little bit. That's the good thing about the gel glue, is that if you get anything like that, you know, within a reasonable amount of time you can just rub it off. So this is the orientation I'm going for. Pockets on the top, pockets on the side, and I'm going to adhere. I want to get as close to the edge as I can without a bunch seeping out. I'm just going to take the whole block and center it. I've got about 1/8 inch border all the way around, and I'm going to lay that down. Okay, then I'm going to add glue to this side. Okay, and I'm going to lift that up and do the same. Kind of want to make sure I've got, there we go. Gear it to the front. Just double checking that I've got that piece down there really well. The other reason why you want to leave that is because these will kind of bump into each other when it's open, so you want to make sure you have that space back there. So let's see, make sure it's not glued. Got that. I've got, this one wants to stick to this. There must be a little bit of glue somewhere. Yeah. Get that off. Okay. So there we go. And now let's see if I can tie a bow. This is a little on the thicker side, so it's going to make a big fat bow. But then we can trim that to where we need it to be. But there you go. You can see that you can make these with any kind of paper and just have them on hand to stash somewhere. You could even I have seen, instead of using the accordion, you could put a little sticky note pad inside. We've done that before as well. Same kind of cover. There's all kinds of things, but yeah, that's what we used to do back in the day. And now that we have such beautiful, beautiful paper collections, you're not stuck with pink and green and blue solid cardstock. So the options are limitless. So anyway, that's a throwback to 20 years ago when I was starting scrapbooking. And yeah, I hope you try it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.